Okay, so I've tried to go live like 4 times and it's not working for me. So I'm just gonna record this video. Okay, so I have a couple of things here. I am gonna make a couple of these things just because they're fun and they literally take 5 minutes. I mean, these could not be simpler to make. So grab your pumpkins, grab your things that you would like to use. I am gonna use a couple of things here. So I found a couple of pumpkins just laying around that I used last year. They're cute, but they're really boring, right? So then I also have this one. It got a black smudge on it. I'm really sad because I really liked the way this turned out with the glitter on it. And then this was a part of a like an arrangement, and I don't really like it. So I'm gonna basically just take the end off of it. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do, gather your materials and get your glue gun going. I love this glue gun. It's absolutely amazing. It's cordless, you can take it anywhere. And then I bought this package of feathers. It's basically just a boa, and I cut off what I'm going to use. So I'm using a couple of different colors of velvet. Velvet is super in right now. I don't know if you have seen the velvet pumpkins, but I found a website where small ones like this, you guys, with velvet and the feathers on them, were going for up to $200 each. It was ridiculous. So I'm like, of course I can make these things. Super simple. So we're gonna start with the black pumpkin. I'm gonna have that be my anchor. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take off the stem. These are so super easy to use. And if you get the ones at Walmart, literally, you guys, I don't know if you can see this. It's like a toothpick. They just shove it in there. You can paint this if you like. I'm not going to yet. I'm going to probably after this tutorial is over. You're gonna wanna cut a hole, be careful with your knives, in the top of this. So make this bigger. This is foam. They also have these at the dollar store. I don't know if you guys have seen that in the dollar store. Grab them all because you can do lots of other fun crafts with these, and I'll show you that as we get closer to the holidays. There's lots of really cool things you can do. So I just used my utility knife and basically just made a hole in this. You could get a pen, pencil, whatever is good for you to work with. I thought I had some other things here. I don't, because my children take, and by children I mean my husband and son. They take everything of mine and it just makes me crazy. So you're gonna wanna make this a little bit bigger. This is a gold straw. Silly, I know, I don't have all my materials with me. It's been a long weekend, Okay, so I've got this hollowed out. I've got my square already cut to size. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna use a couple of different colors. I'm gonna use the bigger pumpkin, which is this one. It's actually just a little bit taller than the other pumpkin. I'm gonna use that one as with my black because my black is gonna be my anchor color that I'm using. So you start by making sure you have glue stick in your glue gun, and you're gonna just squeeze some of this down in the hole. And remember, this is foam, so it's gonna melt. Don't panic. Do not use your fingers for this part because it gets HOT hot. And then you're just gonna start putting and you can use any kind of material, you guys. If you find some really cute craft squares, do it, totally do it. So you wanna make sure it's not gonna be saggy. So I like to, this is stretch velvet. I like to kind of stretch it a little bit. I'm gonna squeeze some more of my glue, put it in the hole, and then I'm gonna go and add my second side here. So as you can see, this is really kind of too long and I'm not liking this. So I'm gonna grab my scissors, which I should have had out, but I don't. So I have my poultry scissors. I'm just gonna cut off a little bit here because it really is just too much. I don't like it. So again, these y'all, literally, if you have all your tools, and all of your things nearby, this should not take you more than 5 minutes. And I am not very experienced at this. This is the first year with the velvet. But I love it. Oh my gosh, it just looks so elegant and pretty and different. And it's gonna look great on an arrangement, or you could put them on a table. You could even turn these, you guys, into place setting holders for Thanksgiving, which would be so cute, depending on what your theme is gonna be. So put some more in here like that. I'm just gonna start grabbing this material, stretching it and poking, stretch and poke, stretch and poke. Especially with these dark colors, it doesn't really matter as long as it follows the lines of the pumpkin. Okay, stretch and poke, stretch and poke. You're gonna wanna keep putting that hot glue down there because that's what's gonna keep it there. And I really should have made this hole a little bit bigger. I didn't even thank you guys at all. Like, I haven't done a whole lot of these little ones. The ones I do are really big. But this is quick and easy for a tutorial. And the same process for your larger pumpkins. Just start really using your muscle, y'all. I just went to the gym, so I'm tired. I'm not gonna be, you know, killing it right now. All right, let's go back over here to this side. I'm gonna pull it in. And I'm gonna kind of draw it in like this. Come on, pumpkin, let's do this. Don't give me a hard time today. Ugh. Let's keep on going, keep on going. So I shouldn't have cut that corner off. That was really stupid. But good news, this is stretch velvet, thank God. It's kind of like having one of those, what do they call those? A spank? I didn't even know what those were, you guys. I feel so bad. I had no idea what they were. And my mother-in-law told me, Lori, it's an undergarment. You wear it, it holds your fat in. I was like, oh my God, I had no idea they even had that. That's very clever. Apparently the girl who made it is like a gazillionaire because these things are pretty awesome from what I understand. I do not have any myself. Although there are times when I could probably use that, like after a meal or Thanksgiving or something like that. All right. So you don't want a whole lot of glue because as you can see, you guys, this does not look really good, okay? It's cute though, right? Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But wait till I doll it up. It's gonna look even better. So I am going to take some of my feathers, my feather boa. I cut some of it yesterday. I can't remember where I started. But this is I like to use on my bigger pumpkins because it's a little unruly when you really start getting after it. I mean, this I think was like $5. This was so cheap. It kind of looks cheap, you can kind of tell, but listen, you're just gonna take some feathers and glue them on there. It's not even that big of a thing. So I'm literally gonna take about 1 inch of feathers and it's on a string and I'm gonna cut it and use that for the top of my pumpkin. But I'm gonna take the stem and I'm gonna poke it back in there and then boom. I mean, come on. Can this be any simpler? I mean, really? So again, it doesn't really matter because the feathers are gonna cover a lot of this, you guys, a lot. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start grabbing some of these feathers and pulling them off. You can use these feather boas anywhere you find them, guys. Grab them. There's so many cute things you could do with them. And like I said, the ones that I've been seeing in a lot of beautiful magazines, home magazines and decorating magazines are up to $200 each. I mean, can you even imagine spending $200 on a tiny little pumpkin with feathers on it? Hell no, my husband would freaking kill me. All right, I'm gonna use that same straw because this glue, guys, if you haven't been burned with hot glue, it sucks, it hurts, and yeah. Okay, go around your pumpkin, put your glue on there, and then just keep putting the feathers around. Once it dries and you have time to kind of mess with the feathers and move them around, you'll find that it just looks so pretty. It really does. Right now, it just looks like a hot mess. Kind of reminds me of my chickens because they're molting right now and it is a hot ass mess out there. Yes, I'm chicken farmer now. Some of you people who know me are like, what? Can't see you being a chicken farmer. Yeah, me either. Me either. So I've got a little bit glued on here. I think I've got more than I ever planned for, really. But it's a good start, yeah. So I just got a couple on here. And There you go. Oh my God, how cute is that little pumpkin? So you can't see it. I wish I had a bigger pumpkin. These actually work better for this. You see the stem right here. I'm gonna take some gold paint, and I'll do this after. I'll post up a picture of it. I'm gonna take some gold paint. You could use craft paint. I'm gonna use some gold leafing paint that I have around, and then I'm gonna hit the stem with it just so it'll pop a little bit. All right, let's move on to the next one. Oh my God, this color is so pretty. So I buy so much velvet from these craft people that they send me samples all the time. And I love this lavender color, it's beautiful. So let's go on to our next pumpkin. This one is cool because it's got a bigger stem. Again, same thing, y'all, just rip it out. These things are in there with like nothing. It's unbelievable. I cut a little X here in the center. Just makes it easier to hollow it out. You do not want to make this hole too big. If you do, then the fabric is not going to stay in there. So don't make it too big, okay? All right, same thing. I am not going to cut it this time because I did and I kind of got hosed the last time. All right, so I'm going to put some glue in the hole. Put some glue in the hole and start working around your pumpkin. The first one is just really meant to get you started, right? I'm gonna go a different way. I'm gonna go around the pumpkin this time instead of straight up around. This is much harder on smaller pumpkins. I will tell you that from experience. It is a lot harder this way. Always plan for bigger than smaller with your material. Leave it larger. So if you cut it too small, you're gonna have a bitch of a time getting it in there. That's just speaking from experience, this last pumpkin that I just made. But these are okay. I mean, it doesn't have to look perfect, remember? These are gonna have all kinds of fun decorations on them. You could put pearls on them. You could put, I've done some with pearls. I'll probably use pearls on these really pretty purple ones. You could use rhinestones. Guys, go to the dollar store and like the kids party section. They've got all kinds of things that you could use to glam these up. All right, let's go back in there. Get some more going. All right, let's do this pumpkin. Work with me. Gotta really stab it in there. Stab and go, stab and go. This last one's kind of difficult. Gotta really work with it here. Pull up the side. And you'll notice that it doesn't always go the way you want it to. It just is. Y'all, you're just making craft pumpkins. This is not the end of the world. Thank God this is not brain surgery. You do not want me working on your brain. I can tell you right now. Okay, let's see. Last one, get in there. Oh, cool. Okay, so I've got my pumpkin. He's so cute. Look at that. And guys, you don't want this perfect, okay? You want it to look with more fabric. The more fabric, actually, the better. I think it looks better that way. So you could either paint this or you could just stick it in there. I put a little dab of glue on it and that is it. I mean, this is the fastest, most easy craft project I have ever done, like literally. I'm gonna take some, I'm not gonna do that with this one, but this one I think I'm gonna put some pearls on it. Am I, or am I gonna do that with the purple? Check this out. This is my next one. Gorgeous, right? This is a purple. I'll glam those out at the end. Let's see. Okay, this one is pretty, but it's got a really weird stem. This is tough now. These you will come across. You're gonna have to cut these out because these are cheap, like I think somebody spray painted it, and that's okay. These I think I got at the dollar store like last season. I have a unbelievable craft stash. If you've been in my house, you've seen it. It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. My husband is actually building me a she shed, which is going to be my craft and art shed. I have all kinds of fun crafts going on there. So stand by. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. So again, same deal. Hollow out the hole. Start working your pumpkin in. Oop, I almost forgot the most important step. Put some glue in there. Super, super important. Like, don't forget that part. Okay, start working it around. I love this beautiful, beautiful jewel tone. Purple is gorge. Yeah, definitely the smaller pumpkins are much, much more challenging to work with than the larger ones. The larger ones, y'all, much easier. These are much more difficult, but I'm also just using some scrap fabric. Like, I did not want to go and start cutting a bunch of things today. It's Sunday. I just didn't want to deal with that. I just went to the gym. I was going to go to my normal gym, but I went by and they were closed. I was like, holy shit. That's okay. That's all right. I went to Planet Fitness. I know it's a sucky gym, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do. And when I train legs or back, I don't like to train at home because I can't go real heavy because if I drop the weight, it's going to go through the ceiling and then my husband will kill me and that won't be good for anybody. Sorry guys, I forgot I was too close to the camera. But I think I may like this one the best. Oh my gosh. Okay, so keep going around, keep pushing it in there. Like literally, you guys, you could sell these things, give them away for gifts. I love the idea of maybe using it on a holiday tablescape, which I may actually do. I'm gonna put these in my bathroom in my coffee bar area because I've got all my pink GLAMKINS in there, y'all, and they look adorbs. Super duper cute. Like this one, I actually may put the pearls on. So I've got that done. And what, I mean, come on. This one actually turned out the best, I think. I don't know if you could see this. Super pretty. This plum color is gorge. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more glue there. Not a lot. And put my stem right on the top. Ta-da! Super simple. All right, so now guys, you can go across and you can finish this however you want. I sure hope you learned something today, which is fun. Just have fun with this, you guys. These are great and super easy to make. Make sure you post up what you made. I can't wait to see it.